Hello guys, welcome to CS Tech Solution. Today's is learn as a data analytics. Today's is learn as a part 8 is data security and the privacy. Data security and the privacy are as a very important in data analytics because as organizations store the sensitive information such as customers details, bank account, password and the medical records, and the goals is to as protect the data from the unauthorized access, theft, loss and the misuse. And the first as a data security. Data security is a process of protecting the data from as a unauthorized accessed and the modification, theft, or as destructions. And the data security means as keeping the data is safe from as a hacker, virus, and unauthorized users. In the example, a bank is stored the customer's account details as a securely so that only as authorized employees can be access them. And why is data security is important? As a protect the sensitive information, as a prevent the data's theft, as a prevent the hackings, and maintain the customer's trust and ensure the business continuity. And real life example as a ATM pin as a protection, and online banking securities as a password protected email accounts, and secure hospital records. Second is a data privacy. Data privacy means as a protecting the personal information and as a ensure it is used only for as a attended purpose. And example as then you create the Google account and the Google has asked for as a permissions before using the curtains personal information. And the another example as a hospital should as not share the patient medical's record without a permission. And the personal information as include the names, mobile numbers, email address, as Aadhaar numbers, bank details, and the medical's record. Third is a data confidentiality. Data confidentiality means as a keeping the sensitive information as a secret and as a allowing to access only to as a authorized people. And the confidential data should only be as seen by the people who have a permission. And the example as a employee salaries information should only be accessible to the HR department, and the student should not be the able to as views or the others students marks. And the benefit is protect the sensitive data as the prevent the information as a leak and as increase the trust. Fourth is access controls. Access control is determines who can access the data and as what they can do with it. And access controls device and who is allowed to the views or the modify the data. And example as schools management systems and the users and the permissions has to give. As a student is view on only as a marks, and the teachers as enter and edit the marks, and the principal is view all the students record. And as a different of the users have as a different levels to access. And the benefit as a prevent the unauthorized access, as a improve the security and protect the sensitive information. And fifth is authentication. As authentication is a process for verifying the user identities, and the authentication is check who sorry as how you are. And as a common authentications method as a users and the password, and the OTP is a one time password, and as a fingerprints and the face recognizing and the pin numbers and as a examples, and then the logins into your as a email, so as a enter the users names and the password, and if the both is correct and the system is confirm your the identities, and it is the authentication. 6 is the authorization. Authorizations is determined as what the authenticated users is allowed to do, and the authorizations is checked as what you are as allowed to the access. And example, as a company systems as an employee as can view personal details, and the managers can as approve the leaves request, and the hr is can update the employee records, and all the users are the authenticate, but as each has different of the permission, that is called as a authorization. Seventh is a encryption. Encryptions is change the data into the secret code, and that is only as authorized users can read. And the example as a original password is my password 123, and after the encryptions as A7 F8 and the S sign and K9s and L and exclamations and P2X, any code as to theirs, and without the correct key as others cannot understand the encrypted data. And the real life example as online bankings at the WhatsApp and to and as encryptions, and credit cards payment as secures website as a https, and benefits like protect the sensitive information as prevent the hacker from as reading the data, and increase the securities. And 8 is a data's backup. Data's backup means as creating the copy of the important data, and the backup is copies of your the data, and that can be as used if the original data is lost. And the example as a company is save its database in every night to the cloud storage, and if the main computer is failed, and the backups can be used. And types of the backups as a full backups and the incremental backups and the differential backups. And the benefit is a prevent the data's loss and help to recover after the failure, and the protect against as the accidental deletion. Ninth is a data's recovery. A data's recovery is a process of restoring the lost detail, as a deleted and the damaged data. And a simple definition, data's recovery means as a bridging back the lost data. And example, laptop is crashed and the important files are the lost, and the files are as a restores from as a backups, and this is the data's recovery. And in the case of the data is lost, the hardware fail sorry as a as a hardware fail, and as a virus attacks and the human errors, and power failures and the accidental deletion. And as a benefit as a restore the important files and the reduce the down times, and as ensure the business continuities. And 10th is a best practice of the data's protection. These are recommended ways to as keep the data as safe. First is use the strong password as a strong password as to gives like capital letters, small letters, and the special symbols and the numbers as to gives. And the weak password only the numbers and the letters and is gives is is not a protect password. And second is enables a two-factor authentication as a 2FA. And after as enter the password as receive the OTP in your the mobile numbers, and as enter the OTPs to as login. And third is encrypt sensitive data, as always the encrypt as the password and the bank details and the personal informations to store. And fourth is take the regulars backups and create the backups in the daily or as a weeklies, and store the backups in as a cloud storage and the externals hard drives and the backup servers. And the fifth is update the software regularly, as update the fix securities, vulnerabilities, and as improve the protection. Six is install the antivirus software as protected against as virus, malwares, and the ransomwares. And seventh is limit the users as access, as you give the users only the permission they as a need. And example, a student should not be able to as edit the another student marks. And 8 is avoid the sharing password, as never share your as a password with the others. And ninth is be the carefully with as email, and do not click the unannounced emails, links, or as download the subscriptions attachments. And 10th is monitors and as audit the system, as the regularly checked and who is access the data, and the identify and any as unusual activities. Thank you guys to watch the videos. Please subscribe the channel, on the notification and bell icon.